was a late night Saturday night buy. It's gorgeous. Now I did get a custom. Now hopefully I will be able to, oops, why are you rolling? Well, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Katie. This is a Fountain Pen Awakening and Happy New Year. I hope that this 2026 is finding you well. Mine has started with a bit of a bang, let's just say that. Apologies if I've been away for so long. My laptop got water damage on my trip down to Melbourne. I think when I last spoke to you guys, I was going on my trip to Melbourne. Yes, my laptop was in my bag, my backpack with my water bottle, and my water bottle opened and went over my laptop and drenched it in water, and I was hoping in a Christmas miracle. That didn't happen. And finally, when I had a bit of time, you know, Christmas work was a bit crazy, I did take it to the Apple store, and the technician said to me, look, you know, it's going to take you a lot of money to get this fixed. You could possibly work with an external keyboard and mouse, but it's not worth your while to spend money to fix it. So here we are, and I bought an iPad, and then I bought a keyboard, and then I bought a mouse, and I can get into my laptop, but it's a bit iffy. The problem is that I use my laptop for editing, and I've got this iPad, and I find it a little bit hard to edit on my iPad. Anyway, long story short, my apologies. I haven't been on for yonks. Last time I did speak to you, we were umming and ahhing about making some content for this channel, if I was going to continue to make content for this channel, and I thought I'd play it by ear, see how I feel in 2026. And here we are. Today is the 27th. We just had Australia Day yesterday, which is our national day, and it was hot as Hades. I had a day off and I just enjoyed my time. I was going to pop on and do a video, but then I thought, nah, I'll pop on today and do it instead. Now, I did receive this pen last week. I did hold off on doing this video because I wanted to sort of unbox it with you and ink it up with you. So my first pen for 2026 is this gorgeous pen by Just Turnings. And it is called, oh, my candle just went out. It's a bespoke fountain pen. It's the Mimus range, and it's called Rainbow Abalone. And I have been watching an abalone pen for the longest time, and every time I go on to buy one, they've always sold out on Just Turnings' website. This has got a matte finish, which I particularly wanted. So I saw this and I thought, should I not? And I pulled the trigger, even though it was a very impulse buy. Now, I did get a custom nib on it by Daniel Zhang. For those of you who don't know, on Just Turnings now you can get custom grinds, which is awesome. I didn't realize I clicked on an extra fine, so that's going to be very interesting to try out. The Just Turnings pens do come with a converter. And I thought, okay, let's do it. Now, when I did open it up, it was in the evening, so the colors weren't coming through. It looked very sort of dull and very grey, but now we're in the daylight, we can see those colors coming through. I guess also it's because of it being a matte finish. It's not as polished up, so the colors are very sort of understated. But finally, I do have an abalone pen. Now, it did come in this little 2-part box, and then it did come in this little pen case, which is super cute. I guess it matches the grey. Nice. So I'm just going to set those aside, and then I'll just do a quick comparison for you with my other pens. So my Just Turnings collection is growing. I did say in several of my videos previously that I am a girly who likes hardware. However, we can see that I've got several bespoke pens now. That one, and this is my fourth pen. That's got the hardware on it, which I rather like. That's very similar to this one, isn't it? It's my lemon meringue. That's my espresso martini with the custom hardware. Love this pen. Been using this for January. This, I absolutely love this pen. It's really lightweight and very comfy. The nib again is a Daniel Zhang nib. This is a medium cursive italic. And yeah, last year I couldn't put this pen down, so I guess that was kind of like one that I kept on using and re-inking. So that's my kind of collection there. So let's have a look at some pens that you might recognize, and most of you will have the size comparisons, and I will get that out of the way. So we have a Twisby, a Lamy, and this is my Lamy 2000. So as we can see, they're all pretty similar in size. If I uncap it, we can see pretty much the same. I think this is just a tad longer. Let's have a look here. Yeah, pretty comparable to the Lamy. It's got a thicker grip section. That's a bit filthy. I put this dark ink in here and it keeps on staining, which is so annoying. Excuse that little discrepancy. So it does feel a little bit thicker than my other Just Turning pen, and I'm feeling these threads on my fingers a little bit, which is going to be interesting. Let me see with this other one. Yes, I can still feel them, but they're not as prominent. I guess because he's been able to smooth them out, whereas this one maybe they're a bit too, they haven't been filed down, so to speak. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to write with it and see. So I thought that we could fill her up. I'm going to be doing a test drive. So what I want to do is, it's my first pen in January, so it's one pen, 1 week, one in a shift. So I'm going to be focusing on my emotional states. When using the pen. Creativity. So if it does make me feel like I want to use it and be creative with it. And patience. Does it make me zen? I guess that can sort of tie into the emotional states. But it's going to be like pen and ink combo. Where I will be writing with the pen, seeing if I like the pen and ink combo and how it does make me feel emotionally, creatively, and I guess the patience is if it does allow me to have really good writing experience, because I get impatient if the pen doesn't perform well, if the pen and ink combo doesn't perform well. So I swap out the ink. So let's see if I can last the whole week with this pen and ink combo. Now the ink that I've selected is the Yurameku Seki, and as you will know if you've followed my channel, I have a love-hate relationship with this ink. But because it's a grey ink and with greens and blues and weird chromo shading properties, I thought that I might test them together. Now, for those of you who have used chromo shading inks before, you do know that different papers, there are different results and different properties. So this is on my Warringal swatch card. We can see that greens come through, that pinks come through, and it's got this really sort of grey base to it, and you can sort of see that it sort of has that pink in it, but when you write with it, depending on the paper, it just sort of looks all grey. So that's on my Warringal swatch card. Now I'm going to swatch it on here as well. And I'm just going to do a little swatch here, and then we're going to talk about how I feel about it being an extra fine. I have found that I like my cursive smooth italics in both the medium. My preferences is a fine. I've never had an extra fine before, so that's going to be fun. Let's see how that goes for me. So without further ado, let me go get another candle and we'll get a swatching. Whoopsies, I just realized that my stupid camera stopped filming while I was writing this out and I was talking to you. So as we can see, this is a Rainbow Abalone. It's a matte finish with a cursive smooth italic extra fine from the Minimalist range, just Turnings. It feels really nice. It's kind of really balanced in my hand. The threads don't feel too bad now that I'm writing with it. I'm sort of getting used to it. They feel a little bit rough compared to my other Just Turning pens. I might just give that a quick micro mesh. It writes really small as an extra fine. I find it a little bit scratchy, but you know, that's because maybe the nib needs to be broken in. It writes really well. On this paper here, it's super green. So the Warringal kind of matches the paper of my notebook. This is a Hobonichi notebook. It does have the Tamoe River paper on it. I think it's from a few years back, so we'll have the old paper on it. This is a Dominant Industry special paper. I will leave it on the screen or down in the info box what this is. You can also see it in my other video. I did talk about a mini haul. And then over here, I've just written, today is the 27th of January 2026. Let's see in a week's time how this pen and ink combo, which is the Yurameku Seki, will make me feel. Alright, now that that's drying, we can see that all the colors are matching the pen, which I am here for. Now hopefully I will be able to, whoops, why are you rolling? I will be able to see if this pen and ink combo makes me fall in love with Yurameku Seki, if it will do its chroma shading work, because when I've used it before on different papers, same like Hobonichi, and one of my journals, 2025 journals, it would just look grey. So very interesting how it does that. Inked with sailors. Alright, well there we go. I will keep you posted with my journey of my one pen, 1 week, 1 in a shift as we go along. Thank you so much all for watching, for liking, and please do subscribe to my channel. I do hope that I can continue putting out content. If you do like my content and you leave me a comment or a like, that helps with the pesky little algorithm putting it out there for other people to see, and that means that the content will have more interaction, and that'll be fantastic. Alright, until my next one. Ta-da!